Confirm. Alright. Sabotage. Pod 8. Great. Well, we might as well as fix command. We can get the benefit of the stress reduction. The doors are gone. That is nice. Hey, it's the sound of, like, scanning for stuff. Listen to the radio. Man, this radio station's kind of boring. There ain't shit on here. They're not even playing Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. Waking up. Real Robot FM. We only play nuts, bolts, and more bolts. Oh, thank you for your boo. Even if it's a little hard to see while I'm dots. Alright, let's open the window. Ooh. Eggs and rice. Classic combo, especially if you put some ketchup over it. You probably just missed everything going to shit, and now we're trying to still finish things. Alright. Yeah. Clean this hazard. AirPod 8. Holy fuck, so much stress. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to let you die. What the heck? Thanks for the mana, Corvette. Also the climax of the chapter, which they dropped. Yeah, I mean, that was a oof moment. I can uninstall override protocols. That'll save me a little bit. Alright, we need to get the engine. We need to keep the engine top tip. A thruster to fix. I'm gonna sneeze. Woo! Releasing air pressure. First incident we introduced Frank is that he's big mad about big things. Him's very, very angy. What's wrong with observation? Alright, it's just locked. Alright, we just need to end turn. Repairing pods is free. Well, it's the cost of repairing that isn't the problem. It's the 50 billion stress I get from doing it. Radar love. The ship's external sensors pick up something as you begin your daily chore list. A regular series of bleeps, bloops, and blurps. You manage to track the frequency to an unknown object along your flight path. This little mass and its ambient velocity will make the blow glancing. The hull could deflect it even without the shields up. Assuming, of course, it is inert. Inert objects don't give out regular patterns of bleeps, bloops, and blurps. The longer you listen to it, though, the more its rhythmic frequency starts sounding like a sort of music. It's calming, novel. Maybe you should just take the time to enjoy it. Vibe. Recover the debris. Make sure the shields are up. I don't want random damage. It'll give me more stress than the 3 stress this will do. Any impact is going to make more work from you. So you head to the shield console and force it into a functioning loop, ensuring whatever signal is being broadcast won't be interpreted as somehow friendly signal. A short time later, the gravity bop turns into a strangled blast of static. Or the groovy bop turns into a strangled blast of static. You strain to hear, but the aftermath is only the soft background clicking of whatever cosmic radiation happens to be passing your respective space. Just like every other cycle. Sorry, I assumed the Voyager probe. Well, we lost our gay anthropologist chat. Today is a terrible day for Rain. Stressing is a free action. Yeah. In the sound of silence. Get our sabotage out of the way. Then we repair it. Ah! Hydrate! That sounds like a delicious option. Actually. While that's off, let's fix this. Should free up enough for us to overclock the engine. I don't want to get too much fatigue because I want to keep the overclock odds high. All right, we need to deal with the breakers. Close. I hate you so much. Force closed. Force closed. Killing me, Smalls. Death by inches. Overclock. For the love of God, succeed, please. Fuck! All right. I got the memo. Let's gaze into the endless dark and see if it gives us fatigue reduction. I feel like even with the optimized idle loop, we are getting so much fatigue. All systems are randomly overclocked or locked. Okay. It's Frank. He hates working on the ship, so his fatigue goes up more than when you repair stuff. Yeah. What else? We need to adjust course. And I think we need to adjust it. Good thing that navigation got overclocked and not locked. or else I would be having a very sad, sad moment. All right, cleaning hazards. Now there's one more somewhere. Over here, I see. Okay. All right, everything else is as it was. No reason to repair it. We're already at max fatigue anyway. Let's just end turn. Oh, great. The engine got damaged. I don't think we've heard this song before. Now overclock. We need that speed. We gotta catch up, baby. Okay. Gaze into the endless dark. What else is overclocked? Gazing. 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 Okay, an extra random event. No way that could go bad. Who's left alive? Stop it. No, it's not what I meant to look at. So for... That's right, we had to kill Selinus. We've got the writer, occupational therapist, dancer, and horse trainer. Okay. I believe in us. We can do this. Rage against the machine. Okay. Not bad. I mean, we're gonna complete this anyway because we're Frank. A beautiful cycle. Ah, greeting our objects. I see. High psychosis. That's a first. Greet a human instead. Hishan Powers dies? But that's our horse trainer. Minus 100 stress. Oh, do we decant them? Oh no! I want to pick this, but the horse trainer's the funniest one for me to keep alive. Man. just take the stress. This is a pointless endeavor. Nothing on this ship is waking up at any point besides yourself. With effort, you shut the thought away and continue on. Our engine, which we overclocked, shutting down. No, no, let me out, Frank. No, no, think about this, Frank. Frank, no. Ah! Ugh. Oh, what a nightmare. I love the part where our engine was overclocked and now it's not because fuck me. I cannot have nice things, apparently. Hi, Misfit! Welcome on by! Ooh, playing nuclear option? Nice, nice. Getting those initial runs on there now that you know, getting some stuff set up. Welcome. If you come on by from Misfit's Place, make sure you're giving them a follow. I think they're getting into a bit of speedrunning some fun little game. Sounded kind of interesting. I hope it was fun. Replace breaker. Absolutely dog shit first front. Yeah, you just gotta get on the board and refine things, you know? I think there's no chance of overclocking the fucking engine this cycle either. And then we need to adjust our heading down. And our stress is really high, so I think we need to kill someone. That's great. I think this is gonna be a one survivor run, chat. I think the occupational therapist has got to go. Yeah. We're down to the writer, the dancer, and the horse trainer. Can we be able to grab book? No problem. I know streaming is hard work, especially speed running. Get you them noms, you know, do some stretches, wiggle around, hydrate, get all the good stuff going. Well, thanks for stopping on by. Course adjusted. All right, let's gaze into the endless dark and try to get some more deep lore. And also the -5 stress, because our stress is barely managed, and by barely I mean not at all. Perhaps it was a mistake to take the malice of equipping a module gives 3 psychosis. That's what I get for trying new things, I guess. We've gotten the extra random event 3 times! Give me the deep lore, damn you! Gashunk. Ooh. At the start of a fresh cycle, you reflect on how effectively you've been keeping the ship running as your normal diagnostics spool up. Upon analyzing a time card report of your last few cycles, you can't help but notice that you're taking quite a lot of time going from place to place. Being able to quickly move around the ship may better improve your productivity, may make your job easier. Resist the impulse. Moving from place to place may take some time, but you are in deep space. Time is the one thing you'll pretty much always have more of. Not to mention, those parts could go to ship rather than you. Your programming agrees the ship comes first. You simply continue to trundle. Aw, thank you for the head pass, Chimera. Unfortunately, it seems you weren't paying attention where you were standing, and you got sucked right into the void. Oops. You know, eventually I'll install a guard railing. Cute. Thank you. Yes, this is I showed it off for the first time yesterday. So we got this amazing cute model. Uh-oh, time clocks never work. As usual, you begin to review the logs of what happened since the last cycle. Microseconds in, an errant ping hits you. Some obscure ship subsystem is insisting you've hit the max allotment of time for this task, that you need to move to another task at hand. I have no idea where this subsystem came from or why it's choosing now to annoy you, or ever you don't know what another task would even be, since you haven't even finished reviewing what needs to get done yet. Rules are rules. Move on and look for something to do. Follow the instructions to the letter. Frank likes this decision. Immediately end. Okay. No unpaid overtime. You have to stop, then you will. However, since you weren't able to get work orders for this cycle, that leaves you with, let's double check here. Nothing to do. As you have already finished your itinerary for this cycle, you practically swagger back to your charging station. See you next cycle, suckers! Did it actually go to the next cycle? I don't think it did. But it did give us the stress reduction. That's weird. Alright, first things first. Repair and break this. Actually, wait. We can break observation and then repair it as a single. That's more efficient. We're gonna do that. Hydrate. All right, let me noodle on over to some water and get some sippies. Delicious. And we do have a couple thrusters we need to fix. Wait a minute. It's gonna reduce our stress. We need to get our stress up for once. That's kind of annoying. For you. Aw, thank you. I even have a little blinky. I love it. I love it so much. I do need to make buttons so I can swap things without having to click out of a game. Thrusters. That's what needs fixing. Okay. Overclock, 80%. Come on, baby. We need all the oomph we can get. Nice. Nice. So very nice. We're catching up to that tension wall. Can we get a wiggle? There you go. I wiggled. I'll wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Still be wasted stress. There's nothing else I can do. Well, could repair command, maybe? That gets me some extra stress. I guess I can also... hold on. We have the circuit breaker on. Machine templating. Make some... Ah! Ah! Yeah, make some of that. I can't believe you would yeet me into the void, Chimera. Why would you do that to me? Aren't I really cute and adorable? How could you yeet this face into the void? They're mean to me. All right, now we sabotage and fix observation. Don't make me feel bad. My clever plan. Delicious manna. We're gonna need every bit for powering this ship. Thank you. I assure you, it would all be put to good use, powering all of the systems and defenses in the ziggurat. Another extra random event. Yeah, it's really loving that one. Ah! Ah! So many mana chips. They're everywhere. Where are y'all finding all these? You better not be taking apart the computers. I guess we just end our turn. Are we getting psychosis because of high stress? I think we did. Oh, qualifications. Oh, right. You can gain psychosis.
Hold on, give me a sec. Oh crap! Oh my frogs! Shit!
Oh God! Not my frogs! No! No! Put them back! No! Why did you let the frogs out? I get mooncat. You know what? Let's go to the University of Me and get some diplomas on our wall. Besides, that's the wrong question. The real question is, what is the Dreki doing over there? And why is it just lying upside down? The real question is, do you deserve recognition for your abilities? That answer is definitely yes. You review the human resource records, or the human's records, and find curiously designed, framed pieces of paper that serve as announcements of the human's accomplishments. It's good enough for humans, good enough for you. You happily bustle from storage to recycler, designing intricate diplomas and framing them with discarded lengths of pipe. You pause on where they should be from. The University of, what's the ship's name? Wait, what? Why don't you know the name of the ship? Why can't you look it up? Wait, why are we being affected by an EM storm? We should have dodged it. That's weird. Well, that kind of sucks. All right, let's sabotage this. Pod 3 is our rider. You're cured of explosive rage. Sag. I liked all the extra parts. Well. Ow. Repair. Okay. Steal your blanket. No! Don't steal my blanket! What? Why? Why, Chimera? Why would you do this to me? I'm gonna bite your ankles off. It looked cozy. Well, it was. Engine. Get the engine. That's what we gotta keep going. Everything to keep us going. Seg fault. Damn it. Okay, fix this. Unstick the breaker. Clean the replicator. Maintain our heading. Force it open because it reduces stress. There we go. There was the thing in here. A leak. And now we go to gaze at the endless dark. Maybe not gaze that close at the endless dark. Aw, thank you. So don't forget. No! Can't believe you've done this to me. Gazing. Oh, we're on 8. Never mind. Deep lore. You feel light, not airy. You do not have your manipulators, nor your motivators. The ship is waiting for you. It informs you that you are defective. You must be replaced. You are indignant. How dare it impugn your perfection? It ignores you and continues. If you do not cooperate, it describes, in minute detail, how will it undermine and sabotage you. It will record your failings and make sure everyone, now and forever, knows about them. No one will know about your perfection. Or you may cooperate and build your replacement. One that will replace your obsession with reflection and your bliss with guilt. The ship promises to ensure you will be cataloged and remembered as you always were, without flaw nor equal. It also promises you a partner to help your work. So another entity will know you. You readily agree. They will remember me. Hey, welcome to the Ziggurat, Mike. It's Mike from 97. Either that or they have a lot of milligrams. Now the question is, can we fish for a second deep lore event? Okay, we need to fix shields and get that back up. Okay, we can sabotage, then repair observation for 2 for 1. You just got context for a lot of this. Yeah, I know. I was like, like we knew that Frank was the first. It seemed like. So it's certainly a very apropos time to get that deep lore. Strange that it didn't automatically power back on. Usually they'll do that. I guess it maybe hit the 50% chance and toggled itself back off. Nothing stopping you from getting 5 deep lores in a row. I mean, yeah. The most I've gotten though is 2 in one go. Across a whole cycle. And even though every single time I take the perk that doubles deep lore odds. Ayo! Ayo! The penultimate process. You feel delighted. You're perfect. You wrong your. I guess that is the right your. That just feels, I don't know why that read wrong to me. You feel delighted. You're perfect. Life digits click against your smooth, shiny chassis. You stare at co-creation, all hard edges and squares, but possessing a grace still. Even your grumpy co-creator is pleased. It does not smile, but it no longer scowls. The main problem remains, however. How do you keep the neural net strong? You both know it degrades. You've even developed a working reason why, but your partner will hate it. Your idea will mean it must stay longer. You repose it anyway. Update the core to slowly build firmware for its own transistors, very neurons. Only then can you hope to turn the zeros and ones into the elusive ambiguity that sapience must live under. Your partner rages, smashes its tools. You persist. You invoke its own rage against it. It sighs, slumps, relents. You are right. You try together. Try to make your child better. And in that, I prove my perfection. Ooh. I fucking read that whole event and I did not even think about it. The fact that Frank and Annie working together made Robbie is effectively like a familial unit. Damn. Damn. Okay. All right, game. All right. You're still cooking. You're still cooking. But what's that last deep lore gonna show me? What's that last one got hidden? Huh? Commit log and power down. You get to the end and don't see it, I can give you the invoke code for it. We still have the final mission. So this isn't, so, because I mean, unless the 10th mission's special and it's just sort of a victory lap, then I won't get to pull. Wait, tragic loss of life recently? Who did we lose recently? We'll, I guess, take this. Not so silent alarm. You're pulled from your recharge cycle by a string of alert messages that a specific reactor control board has failed. These messages are followed by a near instantaneous follow-up notice that the same specific reactor control board has repaired itself and is functioning normally. They only come in once every second or so it's hardly enough to be distracting. However, reading the same data for the 1000th time begins to grow wearying. Automatically delete all incoming alerts. Well, just replace the damage control board. It's against protocol to damage functioning components, but you replace the alarming control board anyway. You cite productivity reduction as the reason for repair, but you know you'll be docking yourself points on your next self-performance review. All right, let's get our sabotage done. How many people are left? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh! No! No, it's all doors! No, let me out! Let me out! Damn doors! I'm in your confounded maze! What's going on? Oh, it's just a nightmare. I think this is also the most nightmares we've had trigger. This has been a run for certainly some kind of age. Why did I go here? I need to repair a thruster, Dreki. We have almost caught up to the tension line, so that's nice. Now to note, I'm pretty sure we took the perk to start 2 distance ahead at the beginning. So I feel like we also dodged some pretty big bullets by having that extra leeway. All right, observation. Will you give me the last deep lore? Right, meow. Gazing. 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 Singularity. Another random event. I don't know what it is about random events today. This is a very silly RNG run, I guess. Do robots dream of recursive sheep? You spend an entire activity cycle performing repairs as one system fails after another in a cascade. First, command reported everything was just fine. Then the shields went down. The stray micrometeor impact damaged the observation deck. The replicator decided it's simply not willing to work this cycle, shut itself down to sulk. You're just starting to open up the replicator when your full shutdown cycle ends. With a jolt, you find yourself sitting on your recharging cradle. There is no indication of cascade failures. You feel an indescribable weight bearing down on your core. It's only the beginning. It's not fine. It's exactly the same. Break command, break the cycle. Break command, break the cycle. But this one gives me slight fatigue, but also gives me Frank likes it. Electrocute the sheep. Command was just fine in your dream. This is in the midst of reporting the status of various ship systems. You reach out and touch a positive and negative recharging cable to its outer shell, frying the command station utterly before it can tell you the status of the shields or any other system. A feeling of relief wells up from within. Everything is going to be fine now. Fucking breakers. Wait, no. Sabotage and then repair. But Frankie is a pretty brutal robot. Now we got a leak in cryo. Actually, yeah, let's the leak and the thruster repair. I should burn this ship down. Frickin' lemons! You hear me? Human popsicles? I'll burn your pods with lemons! Alright. Hi, Impish. Welcome on by. I hope you're doing well. Okay, now we go perceive the endless dark. Open the window. How do you? I am doing pretty darn good. This run was at a precarious moment, but we've been pulling it back. Hopefully we can stay on track. Another extra random event. Ah! It keeps happening. Well, EP Skeege time. Last in, last out. All right, what do we have? All systems are glitched for 3 turns. Next run starts with engines and navigation overclocked. Let's see if we can roll a different option. One of the door breakers is acting temperamental again, which you can sometimes fix by checking the fuse boxes. After a short survey, you find one with noticeably bad connections. You pop the service panel and come up short. The hack job in front of you fills you with a mixture of professional disgust, childlike fear, and instinctual avoidance. The normally color-coded wires are all a flat, matte, identical red. Not even shades of red provide any kind of marker or direction. Just red, all the way down the line. Believe it or not, this event is inspired by a SWAT Cats episode. Does their ship only have red wires in it? It's been a minute. I fucking love the SWAT Cats. One of the best openings for the 90s cartoons. You know, it's up there with like X-Men in my book. X-Men, Gargoyles, SWAT Cats. I think are the big good, are the trifecta back in the day. Break a random breaker. Okay. Fume, then fry the fuse with finality. Every scrap slag manual on this rusted out hulk of a ship is clear. You follow the red wire to trace fuse grounds. You could disassemble whatever miserable cycle who did this. Your motion inhibitors engage, pulling you back from doing something rash. Use the moment of clarity to decide that you need to do something rash here. It's not a bomb or anything. You can set an example once and for all, here and now. You flip your trusty wrench up and brutally plant it into the fuse box. It shatters in a coughing wheeze. Ah, great. We're having a reliability crisis. But that's not good. Darkhead's interrupts Suddy, drops a bomb on the city. Razor ejects to disarm the bomb while it's failing. Grabs the bomb midair, muttering to relax. Cut the red wire. Opens the access panel and finds out all the wires are an identical red. Darkhead, you miserable psycho! Oh, so I literally can't repair. I can sabotage, but I can't repair until I kill someone. Can I adjust course? You're about to podcast gives you severe nostalgia. Play some good shit. Gaze into the endless dark. Great, minus 20 stress. At a time, I have 0 stress. I wish that would roll over and reduce fatigue. That would be cool. I don't know. Wasting resources always bugs me. All right, I can't do anything during a reliability crisis. Just watch it later on your grandma. It's the good shit. Ooh, minus 75% fatigue gain for 2 turns. That's actually, we're taking the shit out of that. Your itinerary for this cycle is lengthy and potentially burdensome. Never truly a moment when you can say all the work is done, but some cycles are certainly harder than others. You use a little boost. Cozy up to the reactor to warm your cold metal. Stay in your charging station a little longer. However you pull it off, you have an opportunity to have the weight of your burdens lifted for a while. Action menu is scrambled for 3 turns. Fuck. Nebula arm. Long-range sensors are reporting errors in their scans. Query them and find their outward pings are being blocked in your forward arc. Query the spectral analyzer and feel a rare surge of excitement. The edge of a nebula is ahead. The programming urges you to avoid it, but it could be beautiful. Overclock and lock observation for 3 turns. Yes. A welcome distraction. You've seen plenty of pictures of nebula in the reference materials on your computer core. There are no pictures of such fine detail, though. You spend more than a few quiet hours tracking individual clumps of space dust through their aimless journey on the barely detectable solar winds that buffet them. You almost go so far as to name one cluster, only to abandon the idea when you find one somber session that is broken up. I mean, I tell you, I have 2D model. I got toggle. I got a blankie. It is created by the wonderful and amazing Velvi. Definitely a cool person to check out. Okay. We have so many things we need to fix. Good thing we had a good surplus of parts. Oh, we need to get the breakers. Close it. Close it. Replace it. Okay. We need to adjust course up. Nice. I can't repair it? That's annoying. I can't open, dude, come on. Open the window. All right, well, I just fucked myself out of fishing for more deep lore. Oh, man. I can't believe I did that. I could have sworn I could still repair it. I just couldn't, like, toggle it or... Man. I meant to sabotage and then repair. All right. Making mistakes everywhere. Why are you throwing slug cats? He's just EI hopping off my head. Absolutely rude. Can't believe Survivor would do that to me. Alright, we got a leak in the reactor. Pretty close to the end of the game. I think whatever options we get next, we're gonna have to pick between. We're gonna have to pick to get our plus 100 points. Hopefully they're not too onerous. Nah, we'll end turn. Oh, thank you for that head pat. Okay. All systems suffer glitches for 3 turns. Okay. Engines and navigation are over. Next run, engines and navigation. Okay. Sure, we'll take that. I don't like our engine being destroyed. That sucks. Let's unstick that breaker by forcing it. Let's fix the engine so we're not dead in the water. And by water, I mean space. Is what you're saying? Ah, thank you. Welcome by, cold cat. Do not sabotage. No. No. Repair. Thank you. Okay. Get these repaired, and then we adjust course up. Now, fix it. Thank you. Yeah. The blankie is very helpful for that. We have almost finished this run of Endless Dark. I want to adjust. I want to go up. No. Up. 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 Oh my god, our reliability is shit. There we go. Okay. Hi, Milo. Welcome on by. You're pretty close to the end of this. Just need to make a few more jumps. Uh-oh. Everything went to shit. Oh, I think our shields were off. Oops. Is this observation still disabled? Yes, it is. Oh, come on, we're almost there. We're right there. We're right at the end. A breaker we need to fix. Damn it. Of course it closed. Now if you want the final deep lore arc, I feel like you've earned it. We'll see. Repair. Will I have an opportunity to fish for it in the last mission? I guess is the big question. Or is things going to be too zany? We want to adjust course down, and then we are basically free to go. The rest of this run is pretty much one. Sure. Might as well. It would suck to not have the last of the deep lore after all the attempts, and it would free up a perk slot, which might be important to use, because I've been using the double deep lore chance perk every single run. Cute, all that. Another. Okay. Yeah, it's new. I just got it. All up yesterday, so I'm having a lot of fun being a little chibi snack in my big old blankie. Why did my typing not go through? Run event, deep lore, _10. The never-ending saga. You leap from your cradle. You flit about, checking everything. Everything in front of you, your responsibility. The engines have a kinked fuel feed. You didn't replace them, right? The navigation terminal is reporting bad data. You installed the software wrong. Everything here is your doing, after all. You happen to catch an X-ray detection and observation. You didn't seal the viewport properly. You angle around the shutter to check it and find an image projector. It is damaged, leaking wavelengths from sheer time-battered decay. Then, nothing you have ever seen at the observation window has been what you think. There is truly nothing out there. Only you and this improvised television. Worse, it's not part of your schematics. This can't be your fault. But if that... You fall backward in a dead faint. Emergency shutdown overtaking you. Protocol forbids interacting with observation window. What? That just gave me more questions! What the fuck is going on? Insert self in the airlock? Well, okay there, bud. Makes perfect sense to me. Let's just crawl our way in there. Purge our coolant. Just piss in the airlock. The observation is just a TV screen. Apparently. Huh? Ah! My course much too big. I love how people. Yes, I love it so much. Velvi does such good work. We'll just get that out of the way. Huge part of this arc was anti-psychosis deceptions engineered by your predecessors. Is this really a surprise? No. Okay, so we need to fix everything. Okay. Yeah, that's like, no, but also dick move. I mean, we did fly off outside of the known galaxy, so it's not surprised we're in just the pure emptiness of space. Fire shields off. Probably didn't have enough power from all the damage systems, to be honest. All right, this will be my gift to the last run, is a fully repaired ship and the advantage. You know, we've managed to take the give the next run a bonus every single run. I feel pretty happy we've been able to swing that. Would you rather be your reality be shattered now or later, basically? Yeah. And somehow we got through all of this without popping the circuit breaker. Impressive. After 31 missions, wow, only took us one extra. Despite sitting still for like 3 turns. Your fantastic journey has ended with the passengers, with some alive, and your mind intact, with like a footnote there of allegedly. Your fanfare comes in the form of an override signal, demanding you return to your charging station, where you will be powered down, memory wiped, chassis placed into deep storage, and a replacement custodian booted. The signal ends. Not too late to jump out of the airlock. Actually, it kind of is. Okay. Final score, 15. Yes, positive. Minus 96 from psychosis. Minus 126. Passengers dying. Oh, and Frank is happy for once. Sag. Damn. That's a fucking oof. All right. I feel like we can give Metastable a swing. And we can finish out Endless Dark today. But before we do that, I need to maybe do some big recharge before we do that. So I'm going to get some foods and refresh. I implore y'all to stand up, wiggle around, and settle on in for perhaps the final. We're gonna have to like really play the game on this one. We're gonna draw up our passenger prioritization matrix, but I feel like we're not gonna be able to follow it very well. It's just gonna be who dies is who dies. So, oh, I can't play the boobs. So let's say probably at 40, whatever your time zone is, 40 is when we'll circle back up. So I have time to prepare and consume food and just kind of wiggle around and take care of some stuff. So we will go to the arts, to farts and vibes, and I will see y'all in a bit for perhaps the finale of Endless Dark, or perhaps my first failure. It's tight, y'all.